shock, dismay, in some quarters, a fair measure of delight about the news today. Continuing our conversation now, let's welcome in Dan Gainor, Vice President of Business and Culture at the Media Research Center. He joins us from Northern Virginia via Skype. Dan, you've got a mighty big grin on your face. Give us your reaction.
For news junkies, this is just unbeatable. I mean, this is an election that if you had written the script for it, nobody in Hollywood would have even talked to you. It would have seemed so implausible. And this is probably not the last twist and turn. But for Carlos Danger, a.k.a. Anthony Weiner, who married Huma Abedin, Hillary Clinton's sidekick and right-hand gal, in a wedding ceremony performed by Bill Clinton, for his sexting scandal to potentially be a pivotal point this close to the end of the campaign, it's just astonishing.
But also astonishing is the way heretofore the alphabet networks and some of their cable cousins have tried to spin everything Hillary's way. Now, how are they going to try to spin this? Can they?
Well, first off, for people who don't realize it, we're talking about 91% negative coverage of Trump in the last 12 weeks. And even though Hillary's coverage was negative, the statements were 10 times worse for Trump. So yes, they've been spinning it all that way. What they're going to try to do over the weekend, they'll cover it, they'll downplay it, they'll question, oddly enough, oh, was Comey trying to fix the election? Remember, this is a media that hyped Donald Trump when he complains about things being rigged. The question is, will they talk about that? And here's the real kicker. Will they talk about it come Monday morning? Because this has happened on a Friday afternoon. Yes, it's a trending topic on Facebook right now. 1 million people are discussing it. It's lighting up Twitter. But 3 days from now, when you roll around the beginning of the new week, will the American media, who are almost in lockstep to support Hillary Clinton's candidacy, will they be willing to talk about how horrible this is? Or will they use it as another attempt to protect her and serve as her Praetorian Guard?
Well, in terms of her own attitude this afternoon in Iowa, she was just back on the stump as if nothing had happened. So it would appear, Dan, that she is counting on the alphabets to stay off the story. And I have to ask you with all candor here, about 45 seconds left. Whatever she's done aside, is that a wise strategy for her, given the inclination and, dare we say, the participation of a partisan press corps on her behalf heretofore?
Well, she's counting that they'll stay partisan. She's right about that. But she's been trying to run from the front and run a sort of rope-a-dope campaign like Muhammad Ali would do. Just let Trump get tired out and let Trump wear down. But there's going to be more WikiLeaks leaks. There's going to be this. She's been trying to front run too much, and she may get caught badly on November 8th.
And we will leave it there in hopes that you have a great weekend, Dan Gainor. Thanks very much for your time. Dan, again, Vice President of Business and Culture at the Media Research Center. See you soon, Dan.
Thank you.